Yay! Happy birthday, sheltering in place. That's right. A year ago today was the first day of shelter in place here in Texas, and things are very different now than they were back then. We've seen people marching for racial and social justice. We voted Trump out of office. And even just in terms of the pandemic, things are very, very different now. Like people have lost jobs, have lost friends, have lost family members. But at the same time, something that we pretty much thought was impossible back then has happened. Not only do we have a vaccine already, but we have 3, almost 4 vaccines, and they're already being distributed around the world. So it's crazy that we've made it this far. So I started doing this as a way to help, keep people up to date on the constantly changing COVID restrictions. It could be fun. It might be boring. It might be annoying. And it kind of morphed into a way for me to keep myself busy and distracted during shelter in place. And I did a lot of weird stuff. Here we go. Or I haven't had people over in a while, and I'm scared. And then there's a corn dog group. We traded a car seat for a cocktail shaker and some baby puzzles. That is a beauty. Hello, boys and girls! I have no idea what to feed it, though, so... So this morning... You gotta cover your nose holes and you gotta cover your mouth hole because covering all the holes is the best way to prevent the spread of the virus.
The characteristics of fascism, part 1. Strong nationalism and a superior military.
You don't even notice my hair anymore because my clothes are different. I don't know what I just hit. Like Pearl Harbor, but like punching yourself. And thank you for tuning in to another fine episode of Fascist Friday. Hey there, Fence. Listen. Hey, new fence. Listen. Like a lot of people, I have been cooking at home a lot more than I used to, and I sort of started experimenting with ways to share the recipes that I was following with you. Oh, hey, welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Brad. Rainy days like this are the perfect time to harvest from a local gin tree, so... We'll do a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of molasses. Buongiorno, facciamo una pizza. All right, then we just need to get this bowl off the mixer, and there we go. All right, it's always the other way. Fill that baby up. Now just grab a firm pinch of that finishing salt, and we'll toss it delicately. So I ended up just throwing everything into a blender because I didn't want any like rogue big pieces of pecans in these things, so I just tried to make everything into a powder. And then I realized later that I was supposed to toast the pecans, and I totally did not do that. Now we'll get to pressing. I said get to pressing. We're not gonna get depressing. Okay, so that's 4 hours. Ta-da! And that's it. That's homemade pizza. Oh my goodness gracious sakes. Okay. Oh, whoa, what? Okay, that's enough. Let's see if it sucks. So these didn't come out great. You can throw in some of that rosemary, why not? Or you can throw a splash of water in it, because that also does something. Boop. We had a whole year's worth of holidays go by. Hey, it's Easter! Whee! I'm talking about how it's Mother's Day!
I know it's Mother's Day.
I know you know it's Mother's Day. I'm doing the intro thing.
Well, don't let me interrupt.
So I guess today was like my first official Father's Day. Eat a hot dog. Blow something up. Emily and I went as Space, and Crosby went as a Crosmonaut. Hey, happy Thanksgiving. Merry Christmas. All right, well, I guess it's 2021 now. She made these like little snack boxes for Valentine's. And some big landmark days just within our family. Crosby had his first birthday. My sister got engaged on a Zoom call. One thing that I think is going to stick around a lot more after the pandemic, it's going to be a lot more common, is working from home. I was lucky enough to get to work from home this whole past year, which I'm mostly glad because I got to see a lot of Crosby's milestones that I probably would have missed if I had been at the office, you know? And I think because of this thing, a lot of those milestones were a lot more thoroughly documented than they would have been otherwise. I see you have a new tooth coming in. Are you sad that your family and friends can't be here for you to bite them? Right, yeah. Okay. All right, guys, that's so gross. That's 21 days of shelter in place. Oh, thank you. So now a lot of people have been taking advantage of this time to relax and catch up on sleep. And so I'm curious. Thank you. I'm curious if you have also taken advantage of this time to get a little bit more. Thank you. Get a little bit more sleep, or or try to to get on a regular sleep schedule. Okay. All right then. Okay, yeah, thank you. So that's the thing now. And those ones have the intro. Hey, Crosby, come here, buddy. Crosby. Oh my God. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hey. Go now. So yeah, so the YouTube ones have an intro on them. He made a new friend in the mirror. And was having a lot of fun with him today. And he wanted to bring him a block. And when he brought it over there, he realized his friend already had the same block, so he set it down and went and got something else to bring him. Like he's been pulling himself up like on a potted plant, pulling rocks out of it, and just kind of like lining them up on the arm of a chair. Also, Armadillo rolled out their like Rio Fresco like hard seltzer series, and they're great. They're like perfect pool beverages. I have tested it. Watching Kraz like walk past that, and he was just like so confused, just like, what is this? Like, well, trying to like walk down the street. And then he just started walking finally. So now he actually can like, I'll start him off, and then he'll just like voluntarily let go of my hand and walk across the room the rest of the way. So we had a lot of fun out there. We took him up on the ridge and stuff, and so I think he had a good time. Super windy, but very, very nice. So I'm looking forward to the rest of this week. I think he's really enjoying just like being in nature and wandering around. So we got up super early this morning. He wandered around a bunch. He was very discerning about which pumpkins he was interested in or not. We pulled him around a little wagon for a little bit. I think he had a good time. So overall, it was a very pleasant pumpkin experience. It's going to provide assistance to... Are you seriously you're just taking notes? He's just writing down my plan.
Sir, I'm sorry, your time is up. Next topic.
It was a pretty tight race between enjoying Snarky Puppy and enjoying the quesadilla he was working on. This kid was just lounging and stuffing his face full of grapes. So... maybe this isn't quite it, but he's getting close to the age where he's going to start being, like terrified of Santa. But, I think next year will probably be the year, especially if he remembers any of this, because this should in memory be really, really scary. But he realized that he could just walk the ball to the basket and drop it in, and then we would still cheer for him. And so he had a blast just like dropping the ball and then like cheering and clapping for himself. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like he wanted to show Emily his stuffed animals, so he'd walk over to his little basket and grab one, and then he walked them over to her one at a time until, yeah. We took Cross out for a nice walk. We got all bundled up and walked around the neighborhood a little bit. Yeah, he's pretty into it. He likes it a lot. So. So even though I'm not going to be doing this every day anymore, I would like to keep doing something like this, just on a more, relaxed schedule. So if there's stuff that you liked, in this past year, like stuff that you found more entertaining, or if there's things that I didn't do that you wish that I had done, let me know. Like, make a comment or something, because I'm pretty much open for anything, at this point. And so just to keep this thing from taking forever, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here, for watching these things. I hope that you've enjoyed watching them as much as I have enjoyed making them. I really do appreciate it. And I know that we still have a little bit of pandemic to go, but I know that we're going to hang in there. I hope that you'll get yourself vaccinated, and maybe let's see each other in person, like in real life, The sooner the better, okay? So on that note, I will see you around.